you all a 2-minute warning when you go in 2 minutes left, okay? Unless you beat me there, so. All right, whenever you're ready.
Hi, my name is Jackson Punzel. I'm the CEO of Jobs with Friends, and I worked for my dad this summer. I went up to my dad at the start of the summer. I said, hey Dad, I want to make some money this summer. How can I do it? And because my dad and I are close, he said, all right, you can work for me. So I had an internship with my dad. This is Jake Edmonds. Jake's our marketing guy, and Jake found his job because he walked to it. He walked 5 miles to go find Boston Market, and he applied there, and he now works at Boston Market. This is Parker Healy. Parker's our COO, and Parker found his job through a friend. He texted his friend. They were talking about him wanting a job, and his friend worked at Cold Stone, so he said, hey, can you get me a job there? So he talked to his boss, and now Parker works at Cold Stone. This is Nan Patel. Nan's our numbers guy, and Nan's still searching. Like most teens out there, he's not really sure where to start, but he definitely knows that he wants a job and he wants to earn a little bit extra cash. The way we found our jobs is, it's great, but frankly it was really lucky. Most teens like Nan don't really know where to start, and frankly the methods that we use to find our jobs are kind of old school. I mean, that's how they did it in the 1900s. But it's the 21st century now, and we think it calls for a technological solution. These businesses that we worked for, Cold Stone, Boston Market that we've mentioned, they're struggling because these job finders like Indeed and Monster, they work really well, but they're not focused on these part-time jobs that we would be working for. And when they use these job finders, they go through them and they find all these people that are looking for like a 6-figure salary, and that's not really what they're trying to, that's not the people they're trying to look for. So once they were to filter through all of them after a long and hard process and find people like us, odds are we leave because the turnover rate is so high that it's likely we'd be gone within a year. But this is a big problem. We have a big problem. There's one simple solution: Jobs with Friends. Jobs with Friends is the revolutionary job finder that is solely focused on these part-time jobs and our age demographic. Jobs with Friends will allow the user to create a profile. You'll be able to type in your location, and you'll receive this virtual map with the jobs within your area. Say I want to work at Walmart. I'll click on Walmart, and Walmart's profile will pop up. Why we call it Jobs with Friends is I'll be able to connect my social media accounts to it, and I'll be able to see which one of my friends works there. Who wouldn't want to work with their friends? These businesses will be able to post jobs on our map. They'll be able to accept applications, and through a filtering process, they'll be able to find the right fit for them.
We're going to be marketing to the ages of 16 to 22 because in this age group, young adults are looking for opportunities to make money to spend with their friends and to find job experience for later in life. And we're going to market to them using high schools and North Central College. We're going to go around Naperville, the 203 district, and post posters around high schools, allowing them to see like how they could set it up and like how easy it is to find a job that is perfect for them. We've been going and interviewing businesses to see if they would be interested in our company, and a lot of the businesses that we interviewed said that they would be very interested and want to see this company launch. And we're also going to connect with the businesses using social media and also with our young adults, so we could post like what we're doing with our company and how they can stay interested and not want to go to a different job finder. And that's a good way to compete with our competitors. And all these job finders right here, they do the exact same thing. They post higher salary jobs for higher qualified people. And young adults like us, we don't have that qualification, so we wouldn't want to use any of these job finders. We would want to use a job finder that lets you work with your friends and lets you stay there for a longer period of time.
Now, don't think of Jobs with Friends as just a company that uses social media. Jobs with Friends is social media in and of itself. It'll be just like Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter in that you can communicate with your friends and see where they work and you can work with them. And you'll be able to link your accounts so that you have, if you have an already established list of friends from Facebook or followers from Instagram, you can put them all in one place, the Jobs with Friends, and find where they all work and work with them. So for our MVP, when you visit our website, you'd be given a demo video, and it would give you a short tutorial on how to use the app, and it would demonstrate like the goals of our company. And then after that, you'd be able to sign in as a student, an applicant, or a business. And as an applicant, you could go to this map, put in your location, and it would show you job postings in the area. So like, for example, Walmart. It would give you contact information, positions they're looking for, the hours they're looking for, people who already work there that you know, that are on your friends list, and a link to an application. And we'd be able to track how many people are using the map at what time and which ones they click on, and we'd be able to track that progress so we know how many people would be likely to use the app when it's created. And the businesses would be able to post those job postings, but to get so many applicants, there has to be some way to narrow it down. So that's where our filter system comes in. It'd be questions just like this. It's fully customizable, fully free, and it's optional. And you can choose however many questions you want, whatever questions you want, and narrow down your applicants so you only get the perfect fit.
So let's talk about numbers. So this is our total addressable market. Note this is future potentials. There are a total of 4.6 million retailers and chains out in the United States. And we're hoping to get every single one of them in the future, making us $5.4 billion in revenue.
Nothing better than 100% share.
And then our serviceable addressable market. This is where we're focused currently at, Naperville. That's our main focus. So there are a total of 1,200 businesses in Naperville, and with competitor deals and stuff, we're going to try to focus, try to get them to use our app, generating us around 1 million revenue. And then some of the things we considered when calculating our revenue, total and service addressable market, where we looked at average numbers of employees working at McDonald's, which was 17. We also looked at the average turnover rate, which was 80%. And then we believe our revenue numbers are very doable because not every job company out there uses a job finder app to get customers, to get employees. And so with our competitor deals, we're going to try to convince every single one of them to use Jobs with Friends. So there are two options for revenue. One is $350 a monthly subscription fee, which we got that from our competitor. That's what they're using as well. And then we also have the $20 applicant fee, where we charge businesses $20 for them to look at employers' application information and stuff like that.
So Nan just got done talking about a lot of big numbers. Let's focus on a small one right here. $150. That's all we need to be able to start up our minimum viable product. $150 will be able to cover the cost of making business cards for when we do meet with businesses. We'll be able to buy our logo. Our logo was free to make, but we have to put a link everywhere, and that's, I don't know, it doesn't look too great to me. So to be able to, we'd have to buy our logo so we could use it on things like the business cards. And we'd like to buy a domain. The website itself will be pretty cost-free to make, but we'd like to be able to keep a domain up for the rest of the semester so we were a real website. These businesses and the young adults in Naperville, they're suffering. And we want to, right when our MVP is done, we're getting out, we're talking to businesses, and we're talking to our friends because we want them to have a really good time finding a job. We're more than just a job finder, we're a job experience. Thank you.
So $850.
All right.
I'd love to jump in because I have experienced this firsthand. My husband and family owns Oswald's Pharmacy.
Oh, okay.
And they're always trying to find great employees. So I wouldn't limit your scope to just fast food restaurants and chains, right? I think that, especially in Naperville, I think your audience is a little wider. I think you might be surprised who would be interested in this.
And I think we were thinking in the potential future to try to add like even internships, because that's kind of what I did with my dad this summer, and you know, where they could contact us, and maybe even just be one internship, but you know, still something.
Agreed. Also, something to separate yourselves is, have you considered tracking the success of the matches? You know, like,
Okay.
because turnover can be high, right?
Yeah,
And we
right.
see that people come, they don't show up, they don't last very long. Perhaps if there is a way that you could track that,
Yeah.
which would be a great tracking information, I'm trying to think of the word, analytical information, I think that would prove valuable. And then the second thing I thought about is if you considered advertising as a second stream of revenue. Because
Yeah.
obviously if you have high school kids, there might be some companies that would be willing to
Right.
advertise on your site. I love the concept, I love the idea. From the finance perspective, I'm gonna let the other guys talk about that, but I love the idea and I think it's got legs.
Thank you.
Can you just talk a little bit, because there weren't many numbers up there
Yeah.
about your revenue streams again? I
Yeah.
heard the application fee for the businesses for $20.
Yeah.
What were your other revenue streams?
The other one was our monthly subscription fee, $350, which includes everything like instantly, like you can see employers' resume and stuff like that.
So the business pays that, or the?
Yes,
The business pays
Business
that,
pays.
so they could, like if they are posting a lot of job applications, they would wanna use the $350 per month instead of just the $20 per applicant. It's gonna be cheaper in the long run.
So $350 a month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you're not like posting a lot of jobs, it's a $20 just
Per applicant.
per applicant.
And the $350 a month, you got that from looking at?
We looked at
Monster,
all of our,
LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the competitors, we had a slide back there, didn't we, with all our competitors?
Yeah.
I think we went on all of them, yeah.
Monster.
And we looked at how much they were
Glassdoor.
charging per month. Monthly fee was the typical charge rate. And I think we saw as high as 500 and as low as 200 maybe. That was a little, I think the good ones are charging a lot higher, so we figured 350 would be a happy median.
Go ahead.
I am a little bit lost with regards to the financial picture. I understand the $350 monthly fee. You showed $1 million revenue number, which I, to be honest with you, didn't accept as being factual. So what is your financial picture basically coming from, like, did you have to build a website, you have an application, you have marketing costs at the very minimum that you're gonna be going out, talking to folks, you're gonna be printing posters, so you're gonna, sounds like you're doing kind of like a low tech initially. I'm uncertain what, I'm just uncertain. I didn't see anything that gives me an idea how you're gonna build and how you're gonna generate a revenue stream and how it's gonna build up and pay for all the development costs you're gonna have. I mean, other than the $150 to buy your domain name and print some business cards and start the rudiments of a website, I'm grasping at straws.
So, what we were thinking, like, for a cost of goods sold and selling journal administrator, we really don't have anything right now
Okay.
currently, because we have everything, with us. And then to just get the basics started, I think we have the potential to start that ourselves.
Okay, so you'd be basically elbow grease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, elbow grease works.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say great job, really well done. I put down good opening, really good opening. Pulled us in, explained the issue very, very well. The way you went through each student, Dan didn't have a job yet, and how you found it, I thought was very powerful. A couple of questions. We talked about a different one earlier this morning. You have another two-sided model, which means you're getting students and you're getting clients, which is a complicated model. The quality of the students matters again here, and you're, even though they're vetting them at Walmart or pharmacy or whatever, you want to be associated with high-quality students. Have you thought that through at all?
Yeah,
And you're vetting them before you even put them on there, or just let anyone get on there? And
We
if
had
so,
we had an idea, I don't think we mentioned it, but you kind of touched on it a little bit about, well, what we're thinking is having Parker mentioned how we wanted to make it like really social media-esque, and I know this is a little, we want people to be able to have like ratings, where the businesses can rate them and they can rate the businesses.
Right.
So if I were to have worked somewhere, maybe I worked at Walmart can give me a 4-star rating. and then all the businesses I apply to in the future, they can see that, oh, Walmart thought they were pretty good. But then you're taking a chance then with the people who have the 0-star ratings, because it means like they haven't been anywhere, perhaps. And then that's where, through the application, you're probably putting down everything about yourself as best you can. And, you know, I think if Walmart's looking to hire someone without Jobs with Friends, just hires if Parker just went and applied there. I mean, using Jobs with Friends, sending in an application, not using Jobs with Friends. If he has no job experience, it's going to be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if he has no job experience going into Walmart, but if he uses Jobs with Friends, it's an application either way. But if he were to have worked somewhere, Jobs with Friends will show that and make him seem a lot better. So it helps if you can have worked somewhere.
It does, but you're starting off in high school students, this is your first job possibly. And we talked about this a couple weeks ago, you guys were concerned of friends working with friends, but how would an employer look at it? I see it as a benefit. If I like you, feel you're a good colleague, I'm trusting that you're going to recommend someone, and that's much better than coming in cold. I see it as a benefit. So I would try to figure out how you can, I know someone who knows someone, just think through that quality offline. You have a lot. Yeah, I don't understand your numbers on your $20 a month and $350 a month. So what you're saying is, if I do $350 a month, I'm basically averaging 15 to 20 hires a month to break even. Otherwise, I just pay you 20, right?
Yeah. Right.
How many stores in Naperville are really hiring 15 to 20 a month? No one would ever pay for this $350 unless there's some other benefits. Now, what you don't know is on the employer side, $20 is way under market. To try to find you and locate you and hire you, $20 is nothing to a company. Nothing. They'll pay you plenty if you add some value to it. So you may have underpriced on the one side at 20, possible, or you charge them only if they hire. And you could possibly charge 150 if they hire versus 20 an applicant.
Gotcha.
Because I really want to pay you once I find someone. And I would rethink your 350 model. It just doesn't make sense to me on your $20 price point. Maybe you guys have some.
Well, I was gonna, you started on something I was thinking, and I think you gave it excellent voice. And I would use the word connectivity. You're connecting friends who work at a place to potential job listings where they are looking to hire. And the single greatest recommendation anyone can get is from a friend.
Right. We kill for that. We pay for that.
You kill for that because that's inside information. You have someone to talk to, someone to go to that's got some inside knowledge. I would caution you significantly on a couple of areas. One, getting ratings. Ratings could potentially be deflammatory in a variety of different ways. Especially any employer that would go out on a website and rate someone who used to work there, I wouldn't work there.
There's no chance.
There's no chance they'll never do that. They would be opening themselves up to huge liability.
Right, no chance.
I would do the same on the applicant side. I mean, that's why Glassdoor's there, right? They do it anonymously. You don't want to be a Glassdoor. I think what you've come to us with this great idea is connecting a teenager, someone who's looking for part-time work, with a job opportunity they can't find. Or with Oswald's who's looking for part-time counter help on a weekend, they can't find you because they don't know where to find you. They don't know how to identify you. And that is your value statement.
Right.
Because turnover on a part-time area, it is high. I would tell you concentrate on that connectivity. Make that social media platform the way you connect all you guys together to find the job opportunity. And then you've got a social platform that you can then maybe take and go elsewhere. And if you can get enough people going out there, I think it does generate potential advertising dollars. The pricing model, you're right about that. 350 seems a bit much. I do like that idea if you hire them.
Per hire, I think.
Per hire.
The way it works on when you're hiring a full-time person is generally, there's, with exceptions, you don't pay retainer fees anymore. You have recruiters out there and they charge you 15 to 20% of the salary. So if you're paying 50 grand, you pay $10,000 for the privilege of hiring that person, but you don't pay till after. There are some that do retaining fees, you pay them up front, but by and large, that's how they hire through a recruiter. So they'd much rather get them. We pay, I think, $1,500 to every colleague or any hire that was referred by another colleague. Because just assume 20 is my normal cost, I just saved $18,500, and I've got an insider telling me that you're a great person. So leverage that. That's really your strength. Are we close to that?
We are, minute 20 left.
Are you guys in it to win it or fake it till you make it?
I'm in it.
Yeah, I
I think.
It's a
I think we
very,
have something
very
here.
interesting
Yeah.
model here. Real, I don't know if you realize how cool this could potentially
Yeah,
be.
that's why I said,
Oh, yeah, we,
Phil's looking all the time.
And you should be talking to her
Yeah.
offline, she knows every business in Naperville.
That's right.
So, yeah, very cool.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice job.
Curve is